Hello? Hello? How do I turn this up? There we go. Hey! What's happening? I'm lonely, and I needed somebody to talk to, so that's why I thought I'd do a stream tonight. My wife and children are at a cottage on the beach. They've abandoned me. It was supposed to be time that I could spend getting stuff done around the house. I did not feel very good today, although I did get some stuff done, so that's good. Still, I wish I didn't waste most of my day like rotting in bed. Felt awful. I had a headache and was having like body pains, shivering, but it's kind of passed. I probably just had to eat and drink because I didn't do either one of those things. Oh man, just looking at the poll. Brock Nelson, Kirby Doc, Ryan Donato, nobody on PS Suitor. I think he's a sleeper. I think that could be I don't necessarily think that Suter's going to be on the move, but he's an interesting prospect. I shouldn't say prospect because that means something different in the NHL, but or in sports really. But he's a interesting choice. Trade target, we'll say. I wanted to play some Call of Duty and talk to y'all. I don't know if I can get that done. We'll see. I haven't. Have I? Yeah, no, I did stream a game like very last live stream. I did a live stream with a video game. We did Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And that was kind of weird. Okay, now we're back in Kirby Doc territory. You know what's funny? When I was looking at comparables this season between centers and how much we could reasonably expect to pay for Kirby Doc if we re-signed him, the most comparable center in the league was Ryan Donato, who was doing much better than Kirby Doc, essentially. And he's on Chicago. We all know the woes that Chicago's going through. And what does Donato usually frequent the second line, or is he third line? Did he just have like a standout year? He gets paid like two something. It might be 2 million. It might be exactly 2 million actually. Yeah, but how's everybody doing? It's been a while, right? Haven't really had the chance to talk. I haven't been doing a whole lot of Montreal specific content just until these playoff games get over with. There's going to be a lot of time during the summer that I'm going to have to like pull Montreal related content out of my butt cheeks because there's only so much trade rumors stuff that I can do, and teams have been kind of tight-lipped recently. Like nobody's really throwing around trade rumors that have sources. How much do I want to touch on this? You'll see a lot of trade rumors, right? You probably see it because my Facebook is full of it. Twitter isn't necessarily full of it, but I'll see stuff online, promoted articles and whatnot saying that, oh, Montreal is targeting, I don't know, Sidney Crosby. That one was thrown around a lot. Montreal is targeting Marchessault. And it's either bad rumors based on like the tiniest sliver of information, like Marchessault is trying to find a different market, but he wants to go to like a tax-free market, which is like another big, huge topic to talk about. But that's not Montreal. you know. And of course, everybody recycles the news and they put different headlines and it makes you want to click on it. But when you click on it, you realize that it's just the same false news that's regurgitated and put up a million times in a million different places. So it's a little disappointing. It's a little annoying. Let's try to boot up Call of Duty here and see if we can get something going. My chat's not working. Once broadcast has been created, live chat will appear here. Refresh. If you guys are chatting with me, I like totally can't see you right now for some reason. Come on, man. Dang it. My chat's broken. YouTube. The chat's broken. YouTube. No. Sorry, I'm trying to mess around with stuff. Florida in 6? Script says Oilers in 6. Yeah, I'm gonna say Oilers. Oh man, that's really loud. I just realized. Sorry. I'm gonna turn that down a bit. There we go. Morgan. Aiden, I got you guys. I can see your chats now. Game capture. How's this gonna look? That's not what I wanted. No. Why is this like this? Why do you gotta be like this? No, that's not right. Close. Sorry, guys. Pacific window. Call of Duty. Oh, that's huge. That's not what I was supposed to do. I don't know if I'm going to keep it like this, though, right? Should I play it in this small screen, or should I just have like a face cam? I think I should just have a face cam. Something like this. Oilers in 5. You think so? They've got a lot of steam. Okay, on paper, dang, it's going to be hard to play a video game, and I'm probably just going to start with zombies and like warm myself up. On paper, Florida is the better team. If you take the two teams, I've thought about this a little bit. If you take the two teams, okay, let's start off with the easy one. Stuart Skinner, Sergey Sergei Bobrovsky. Who's the better goaltender? Who has the most stats that indicate they are the better goaltender? Right? It's got to be Bob. Skinner, hot and cold, right? If he's not getting a shutout, he's leaving in 7 goals. Not 7. Bobrovsky actually sometimes will leave in 7 goals. Skinner's more like the guy that lets in 5 or 6. But still, even at that, Bobrovsky is more solid. Let's go down the list. Okay, then there's Connor McDavid, Alexander Barkov. Connor McDavid takes it. He's better than Barkov. Can you guys hear me good? I could turn off the Zelda music. I don't know if you can hear the Call of Duty sounds, but it's kind of like secondary anyway, so. All right, so where were we? Oh, yes. Okay, Matthew Tkachuk. Leon Draisaitl. And then basically, every single person, you might be able to argue, like, I don't know, who does Kane match up against? Who does Hyman match? Hyman's not even playing. Who does Ryan Nugent-Hopkins go up against? They've just, I don't know. I feel like Florida, on paper, is the better team. And they play the game the way that it's supposed to be played, right? Like they look for opportunities. They play a solid offensive, solid defensive game. But they don't do anything special. Edmonton does something special, and it's called the McDavid Magic. Whatever that is. What else? They got the McDavid Magic. They got the grit. They have like wild cards like Corey Perry. You think that Barkov's been feeling worse for the wear? He hasn't been like standout this season, right? You know what? I'm not a big bettor. Does anybody on here bet money on sports events? Because there is a bet that I forget what sportsbook is carrying it, but Connor McDavid versus Sasha Barkov for points this series. Who's going to score more, or pardon me, who's going to have more points by the end of the series? McDavid or Barkov? If you're not betting McDavid, I don't know what's wrong with you. That's an easy bet. The odds are a little bit, the odds are in his favor, obviously. But that's a for sure one, man. Like that's free money basically to me, I think. So if I was a betting man, I would try that. I was contacted by a company to do sponsorship for bets, and I told them no. Oilers PP is at like 33. Okay. You bring up a really good point, Aiden. If their special teams are cooking like that, it's Oilers. So they got the grit. They have the special magic of McDavid, Draisaitl. And their special teams are clicking. But if that stops, they're in big trouble. And you know what happened last season or last playoff series between the Oilers and the Panthers? The Oilers were having excellent special teams. And when they faced off against the Panthers, it's not working so good no more. So they got to hope that that doesn't happen again. I just missed that 2 times bonus points. Are you serious? Oh. Yeah, so that's the one thing that scares me for the Oilers is I'm rooting for the Oilers, obviously. I have a very specific hierarchy of teams that I will root for over one another. I love every team in the NHL. I shouldn't say that. That's wrong. I love a lot of teams in the NHL, not just my Montreal Canadiens. But there's a hierarchy, and probably on the bottom or near the bottom, the bottom 5, the Floridas are down there. Yeah, it is dirty money. Especially what they want you to do. Every single video, ad space for like, I think they said a minute. And that's like 15% of my videos sometimes. So 15% of my videos, people are going to be watching, and it's going to be me like, here's what I think is a good bet tonight. Or if you like placing bets, whatever script they have, I don't even know. But there's specific YouTubers that do bets only. Wouldn't they target those guys? Like, how come I see certain channels that do like specifically bets for tonight in the NHL, and they don't have a sponsorship ad in their videos? Is that weird? Like, why am I getting those? Why are people reaching out to me trying to get me to do that when there's people that like make their channel around betting? Wouldn't you think that that would be the safe sponsorship deal? Weird. Yeah, so I've been kind of laying low. I've been watching the playoffs, obviously. Lots crazy playoffs. I think that it's said every year that these are the weirdest ones, or this is the weirdest playoff season in a long time. But it really feels like this one is. Some like mind-boggling things. That Ottinger pull the other night. It was definitely reminiscent of the Tremblay debacle. And I saw like a bunch of posts where it's Jake Ottinger sitting on the bench and Patrick Waugh sitting on the bench. Whoa. Cole for Sid. What better way to... Yeah. Dennis Gauthier? Yeah. Okay. I mean, there's been so many stupid rumors been thrown around, or not even rumors, just people supposing things. I was upvoted for it the other day on Reddit, but somebody was saying how, gosh, who was it? Oh, Jonathan Toews. Montreal should take a risk on him. And I just, unless it's super, super cheap, like super, super, super cheap, and there's other teams that will want to take that risk and it'll make way more sense for them, and probably he'll get paid better in those markets. But Buddy was like, why wouldn't Montreal go for Jonathan Toews? Like, it's a low risk. And I'm like, that's not what the team needs development right now. Like, why stop doing this, guys? Like, we got to stop being like, oh, there's a player that's available in the NHL and he wants to He wants to play this season. Why wouldn't Montreal take him? It's not like we can't take everybody. Like it's not. We're not Toronto. Know what I mean? But the Sidney Crosby conversation needs to stop. You really think if Sidney Crosby could go anywhere in the NHL? Be like, oh, I'm gonna go play with a bunch of kids, a bunch of children in Montreal. That's needlessly reductive, but you know what I mean? It's just not. He wouldn't want to play for like a high contender. He'd want to play probably with his buddy Nate, you know? Like if he does choose to move and it's totally, fully, 100% his choice, it's probably like not the team. Oh, that's the wrong button. It's not the team's choice at all. He would probably, choose to go where it makes the most sense for him. He wouldn't it's just not Montreal, guys. It would be so cool. It would be cool if Letang came over for a season. You know? And there are connections there. Like Montreal and Pittsburgh used to do, what was it? I think they still do it. They do like co-practices. Am I wrong about that? Somebody confirm that for me. Yeah, like I have a list of. Pete still hasn't spoken to Otter since I heard. Let's pick up Phil Kessel while we're at it. Yeah, really. Let's give Kessel a PTO. It was like, whoa, but reversed. I'm sure he would. Yeah, exactly. I do have a list of individuals who I thought about doing a video about that. I've already done one video about who I thought could be potential targets for 2C if they wanted to rush things. I'm kind of from the opinion that they just need to make do with the prospects they have. There's probably going to be some short-term pain. Like this next season, the start of the season, it could be rough, guys. It could totally be rough. This is a team that relies heavily on their composition. It's down to like a chemical formula that's like one element away from turning a good cup of coffee into arsenic. Like David Savard leaving the team, that might not be a big deal like on any other team in the NHL, but him leaving the team, he provides something that Montreal doesn't really have otherwise. He has a solid shutdown style of defense that we don't really have with our other defensemen. Like Xhekaj is not there. It's probably going to be a mixture of Xhekaj, Struble, and Alexander Carrier schlepping that role. But look at all of our offensive-minded defensemen. You know, Matheson and Lane Hudson. And then if we bring up Mailloux, his stock for me has, watching him now, it's plummeted a little bit for his defensive style. Great offensively. Incredible. But some boneheaded, like, you know what it reminds me of? And this is so like off the cuff, and this is so probably incorrect. But have you ever watched the KHL? I was watching a lot of KHL when Demidov was over there. He plays like a KHL defenseman. Just one second. I'm gonna go get some water, guys. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, yeah, it would be cool. Obviously, it would be freaking cool. Sidney Crosby played like even like one season for the Montreal Canadiens. Imagine the jerseys. They could probably just make the money back that they would lose otherwise on well, they would probably make more money on ticket sales, actually. So that it would just the organization would make money if they did that. He's got such a team-friendly contract too. Wait, what else? Pick up Phil, Sid, signing Suter, and trade him back to Vancouver for a draft pick. Yeah. Oops. What do you think they're going to do with those draft picks? Do you think there are reasonable picks at the 16th and 17th spot that they could fold in? People turn their nose up at 16th and 17th spots, but man, there's been a lot of big stars picked that high in the first round. It's really another element to the game is draft picking. You know, the more I watch hockey and I'm into the different elements of hockey, the in-game politics, coaching, draft acquisitions, trade acquisitions. It's like a game within a game within a game within a game. Hockey, and no, it's like that in other sports as well. But I don't think that there's another sport quite like hockey in that way. Especially with the politics with enforcing. Like, is there another sport where they have a player on the team that like he's just there in the event that things start going south and you want him out on that line to potentially not injure another player, but to put the fear of God into the other team, or get into a fist fight? Certainly not the fist fight thing. That's such a weird culture where it's a sport and there's a game, but within the game, if there's two men that just want to start fighting with each other in the, hey Hector, in the course of the game, everybody's like, all right, stop. Everybody stop. We're going to watch a fight here for a second. All right, everybody get together. We're going to watch these two guys fight. And when they're kind of like slowing down, we're going to stop them. Or one guy's going to lose. And then we got to break it up. And they both get penalties. But they stay in the game because fighting is allowed. I love it. Please don't ever take it away. Please. I know you guys eventually will have to. I should be using some of these, But yeah, there's not another sport like it. Even in the highly, highly physical sports, like rugby and stuff, it's so rare that like you'll see a fight break out, and when a fight does break out, they're done, right? You can't fight. Man, those bench clearing brawls though in baseball, that hard to beat that too. Oh no, I just got double points. Where's the nearest bullet bin? Oh, I got one of these things. Yeah, I've been playing this quite a bit lately. It's good game to like, if you just want to relax and shoot a bunch of zombies. You ever feel that way? mindless, just like these zombies. See you later, sucker. Pretty violent. Rugby is an example. Yeah, rugby is a rough sport, man. They could make the picks, but there is a big logjam of long. Yeah, and people are like, well, they developed they had their pool of prospects, but the timeline got rushed, and they turned out to be a better team because of good talent acquisition. So it is what it is. It's a good problem to have. It is kind of is and it kind of isn't. It actually isn't a great problem to have. You know why? Because a lot of those prospects, they got the juice, man. We got a lot of good young prospects. And to say, well, they're a casualty of our success. That's not good. It's depreciating assets. And there's that was dumb. I'm not thinking of the game, and I'm just anyway. Yeah, to leave those prospects on the table or trade. That was so stupid. Oh my god, that was so dumb. To leave those assets on the table and let them depreciate, or to trade them away for nothing instead of developing them in the NHL, in the big league, demonstrating, hey Billy, demonstrating that they can be players that can acclimate to another team in the NHL. Then you take that prospect who you've developed in your AHL team, you've demonstrated that they're worth something into the NHL system. Other teams want them. Other teams will pay more for them. That's why I kind of think if Hughes and Gorton are smart, this season is going to be a little bit of a painful season, trying to incorporate some of those young prospects into a team that's already demonstrated that they can get further than they were than had anticipated. So shout out to Hector. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe. Joe, what did you delete there? I missed the good old bench clearings. Yeah. They can make the picks. Logjam. Calvin is going to say rugby is an example. Jonathan, fighting in hockey is weird. I like it when there's a reason for it, but I hate it when it's a tactic. Like if you're losing, just send guys out to punch another. Yeah, like basically what Florida does. Go out there and try to incite violence. Dirty play. Is that what you're saying? Sorry for distracting you with that question. Oh, no problem. Yeah, I think that, how far are we with this terrible weapon? I'm so unsure why I decided to level this. Oops. Oh, man, still got a long way to go. I'm grinding out camos. Yeah, what do you mean, Jonathan? Like, you don't like when somebody just gets sent out to fight with someone else for no reason? That doesn't happen so often. Well, what happened this season, and kind of it's been trending this way, is you'll see somebody give a good open ice hit. You know, somebody gets caught with their head down, and then the enforcer sees it 200 feet down the ice, and he headhunts the guy who gave the clean hit. Oh, staged fights. Like when they talk about it in a group chat before the game starts. Ooh, I just got a crash. It's the first time this game crashed for me. Uh-oh. You're also playing COD? It's yeah, like I said, it's a mindless, it's almost like a, end this poll. Kirby Doc seems to be the preferred 2C. Let's hope he can do it, guys. Yeah, Call of Duty. It's you turn your brain off. It's relax. It's weirdly relaxing. Shooting people in the face is relaxing. It appears Call of Duty did not quit properly the last time it ran. Do you want to run the game in safe mode? No, I do not. Puck? Go Habs, go, bro. I'm also playing COD. I was talking staged fights. I deleted it as I actually tried to fix up that question, but thumb click to send. Okay, I got it. You mean like Four Nations? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about. Hey, it got some eyes on hockey. I thought it was pretty silly too, but that was being shown on all sorts of sports highlights for like a long time. Just being showed on just national news. So whatever brings people to the game, right? The thing about that is I can't believe people don't understand that hockey has stuff like that all the time. Why is hockey not a more popular sport? It makes no sense. It really makes no sense. It's the most exciting. Wait, did it save my game by any chance? Save file. Save. It's the most exciting sport. It has the most. I mean, you're watching men, big tough guys, play on a sheet of ice with knives on their feet, and they always have a weapon in their hands, although they shouldn't use it like a weapon. Sometimes does. They're allowed to fight. They're allowed to hit each other really hard. They're shooting a projectile 100 freaking miles per hour, trying to get it in the net. It's just such an exciting sport. I can't believe more people don't watch hockey. Like, how is it? I know I talked positively about baseball already this stream, but how is it less popular than baseball, right? Like, baseball is widely, like, for the most of the game, it's a very boring watch. You're watching guys scratching their butts, walk up to the plate, tap the plate with their bat, look at the pitcher. Even, like, a lot of times the announcers don't even sound interested in the game, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Yeah, JT Miller caught himself in the face. Hey, that's embarrassing. He was asking for anybody to fight with him, and who was it? It wasn't Thomas Harley. Who was it? It was, I can't remember. But like, it was a big size mismatch, and JT Miller was like, "Oh shoot." He's like, "Well, I'll try." Yeah, JT Miller kind of got stuck on that one. Dawson Mercer is interesting. Yeah, I like Dawson Mercer. I think like every sport, it's understanding the rules. Yeah. Four Nations fight also had external reasons, geopolitical. You could definitely say that. 3 fights, 9 seconds, like 2 punches landed. I love the Kachucks as well. They were like, "Oh man, you see how narrowly I won that fight?" Or in Matthew's case, I would say he lost the fight. It's kind of embarrassing. They planned the fights, and 2 out of the 3 of them lost it. Do or do not. Pareko. It was Pareko. That's right. Good kid. I like Pareko. Against much smaller guys. Yeah, exactly. Like what? Except for obviously Miller. Yeah. Good times. Yeah, there's no way that they'll do the Four Nations again next season, right? Like they can't. They got to figure out a way to do it so that players don't get injured. So that was a serious concern. I believe that was brought up at the GM meetings. So expect, I don't know what they're going to do. They got to think about that because let's face it, the All-Star game, it's lost its luster. Players don't like doing it. The fans don't necessarily like it. I think it's good for the kids. Especially the kids in that market, wherever it's being held, because they get to see their favorite players, you know, all in one spot. I think that they should do more, what are they called? The international games? Where they'll go play in like Sweden or France or Norway or whatever. I think they should do some more of that. But that's not the big event that they want, you know, for the break. I don't know what they could do, honestly. But the Four Nations that was cool, man. Bo Horvat with the Habs. I would love it, but he's going to have his pick of the litter. So I don't think it's going to happen. You know what? Honestly, a lot of the things that I like to think about, and I do like to think about the potentiality of Bo Horvat coming to the Montreal Canadiens. I just think he would be a good veteran presence, and he plays a style of hockey that is very businesslike, and he respects himself. He expects a lot of himself. He seems like a hard, gritty type player that the Montreal Canadiens were begging for, like when the season started this season. It's just, I don't think that it's a desirable market for guys like him right now. When Montreal has demonstrated that they're going to the playoffs year after year after year, we might be able to seduce somebody like Horvat. Seduce the Horvat. But even the comments that Marchessault, like I was talking about earlier, like Marchessault has been in trade rumors to Montreal recently because he does want to find a different scenery. And, you know, if Montreal wanted him, they would make it be known. But he said that he wants to go to a tax-free, probably a tax-free, well, it would have to be a tax-free state. So that eliminates Montreal. Thanks for the super there, Hector. I used to enjoy the skills competition, but it seems it's more of a joke now. So I never talked about this. Thank you for bringing this up, JP's. Last year, it was McDavid's skills competition. He designed the skills competition or elements of it, right? And then he won it. And it was like $1 million. And then he didn't donate it. He kept it, right? Or did he donate it? That. Can we. Right? Am I. That's weird, right? Am I right? He designed it. He designed like the elements to it with the puck handling courses and stuff like that. I don't know if Bo wants another Canadian organization. Vancouver media sucks. Vancouver media, oh. Yeah. And I thought it would dissipate. The composition of people in Vancouver is changing. And somehow the fans in Vancouver are just as toxic as ever. Like, and in Montreal, there's lots of people who say that they like to play in Montreal because it keeps them honest, right? Like, you have to play well. In Montreal, you're either a hero or a zero. That's not necessarily true. We have our sweethearts. And we have players that play big minutes for us, like Matheson, and is good. I'm a Matheson supporter. Careful here. Don't get too mad at me. But he plays good like 75% of the... maybe that's realistic. He plays good like 75% of the time. And he makes one mistake. And they want to like drag him out into the street and execute him at gunpoint. And like, I mean, I get it because his mistakes often like immediately lead to a goal. Like it's so black and white. Like, how come these don't break sometimes? You shoot them, they don't break. Yeah, it's very apparent when he makes a mistake because a goal will often be the outcome. But it's a tough market to play in. Remember when Nick Suzuki had to comment on Matheson being scrutinized by the fans or whatever? Man, I'm playing like garbage. What the heck is going on? He plays versus the best players most of his shifts. Exactly. They crap all over. It's true. As soon as somebody makes a mistake, that's not true though. They don't crap over everybody. Oh, maybe we're talking about Vancouver media, which yes, it's true. They'll crap over everybody, and as soon as they see a weakness in somebody, they will tear the storyline apart and talk about nothing but that storyline, like with Miller and Pedersen. But in Montreal, you can be a sweetheart and make huge mistakes like Hudson. And they'll be like, well, he got caught on the blue line and they went on a breakaway and got a goal, but he got 2 goals for us that game essentially. So can you really blame him? And it's true. Like when you're generating more goals than you're causing, kind of hard to get mad at the guy. But can you? So I can't imagine we'll see regression in Hudson this season. Although I should really knock on wood because there's been lots of great players that their second season, it's the second season slump. He could see a slump this season. But personally, I don't see how that happens. He's going to be better this season than he was last season. And just, can you imagine what comes from that? He's going to be a huge boon. And I'm not talking about Boone Jenner. That's like going to school and writing your own exam and getting 100%. That's what I thought. Why was that allowed? Hey, crap. He plays versus the... Yeah, I like all players as it is a real team sport. Every player has their weak points. When a player's weak points is another player's strong point, they'll help them out as much as they'll help them out if possible. Agreed. The Habs could win the cup every year for the next 10 years and would still poke and poke. Yeah. Used to love to play this game, but there's so many hackers these days. It's unplayable. Talking about this video game that we're playing currently. The hacking problem, this is one of the most profitable games in the world right now. They'll sell you an image, so right now I'm playing a character in the game, right? For those of you who aren't familiar with Call of Duty, I'm playing as some dude. I don't even know what his name is. Look, you can see his player portrait in the bottom left-hand side. So he's a character in the game. You could buy skins for that character. You'll never see them. You don't see them right now. Like, you don't see my face. You just see my gun in front of me. And they'll sell it to you for like $30. These skins, they'll call them, of these players, of these characters that you play as. And they'll sell them for a fortune. And it's a huge, huge aspect of the game. There's a store. And they just try to sell you. And if you have kids that are the age that can play this game, I bet they are just begging you for money so they can buy these skins. It's ridiculous. But it's the most profitable game in the world right now. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. There's probably others. Or there might be others, I don't know. And they have a problem with people cheating in the game. There's a multiplayer mode, obviously. That's what was the bread and butter of Call of Duty. But there's also a mode where like 150 people play all together. And you're getting beamed by these cheaters who have cheats in their game that you purchase a subscription for. And you automatically lock onto somebody's head. Like you just shoot them in the head. Like it just automatically locks onto their head. You destroy your opponents. How does like one of the most successful video game companies in the world not have enough money and resources to figure out how to stop the hacking in this game? Like it seems like you're just allowing your brand to get completely destroyed by allowing this to go on for several years. Like, come on. I never use this. What does this even do? How do you place it? What's that? Do you have a good sense of that? Kaiser Carl? Did I say it right? Microtransactions ruin the gameplay totally. What's the story behind the name Whiskeylung? I've told this story so many times before, but there was a time where I would drink a lot of alcohol, and so much so that my friends would say that it's not being sent into my bloodstream. It's probably just going into my lungs. What's the story behind the name? I feel so sorry for any player who is arriving in either as a drafted player or a trade, not used to the type of media like in Montreal. Yeah, no kidding. I really hope that Demidov acclimates well, like quickly into the system, and I have no doubt that he will, because I would hate for him to, with everything that coming to Canada, trying to understand the culture, trying to understand the languages, I would hate for him to have a negative impression of the fan base, especially after being greeted with like such celebration. Have you ever thought if the actual companies themselves sell the cheats to make? Yeah, that's a conspiracy. But seems to me that the Call of Duty, the Activision, excuse me, has sued cheat providers in the past. A lot of them will like try to keep anonymity so that they don't get charged or don't get found out for selling the cheats, because I think it's against the terms of the gameplay, or I don't know how they're able to sue them exactly, but I know there has been cheat manufacturers that have been sued or attempted to have been sued in the past, at least. Let's go upgrade our guns. What's the story behind the name? Have you ever thought 2 Calders in a row? Yeah, it's going to be... When are they announcing Hudson's Calder anyway? But yeah, I would not be surprised if Demidov won the Calder next season. I'm knocking on wood. As long as he stays healthy. I mean, who's going to compete with him? Schaefer? What are the prospective like top 5 picks this season? Do we know? Is Hagen still trending pretty high? It's Schaefer now though, right? And this, I gotta soup this gun up. Shows armor, and I should have probably upgraded my gun. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, one of these things. Critical kill Sam trial. So I gotta shoot some zombies in the head, which I've been doing this entire time. Shouldn't be a problem. Gavin McKenna first. That's next year. McKenna is definitely first next year. There is no way that he is not. He is beating McDavid records. I think he could be the real deal, like an actual first, like a head and shoulders above the other type first round pick. A traditional what you expect from a first round pick, which hasn't. Well, we thought Bedard, that was Bedard. But personally, I think Celebrini is more of a clear-cut first round pick than Bedard so far. Bedard's a different type of player. He's a game changer, but he needs a support center. Like, he needs somebody to support him for him to excel. And he was not given that with Bertuzzi and what's his face? Teravainen or whatever his name is. I'm going to go down again, aren't I? What the heck am I doing? How have I not... Oh, I didn't get enough critical... Oh. I was 1 away from the critical kill count. How did I manage to do that? You kind of have to pay attention. We'll play some Warzone after this. How did you get to like the Habs? It was, it's hereditary. My dad really liked the Habs. 2 straight in the 2020s would have been insane, especially as the Habs have not won since Dryden in the early 1970s. Yeah, no kidding. Prediction: Habs are not going to move much next season, giving Line A, Doc, Newhook, and all the people that they are not doing enough another year, and then it's garage sale for good players and rookies. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. It would be disappointing for them to allow the team to struggle this season. I am really in the camp of them getting a safety, maybe not a long-term contract 2C. I would really like them to get a 2C, not long-term. In a legitimate 2C, not somebody who they are, not somebody that they're paying like $3 million a year for. But it's probably not going to happen. But I really wish they would, like somebody that's foolproof. Uh-oh, big trouble. Wow, my game like slowed down there. But to your point, who made that point? Immortal Shrike. Can I pin this? I can pin it. Habs are not going to move much next season, giving Line A, Doc, Newhook, and all the... Oh, why doesn't it make it big? Okay. Giving all the people that are not doing enough another year, and then it's a garage sale for good players and rookies. Really good. Well said. Just a good observation. Because, like I said, the players that they have now as prospects, to sell them off now would be depreciating their value. And we had a log jam, and the expiring free agents, there's going to be some that are re-signed, but they're going to let some guys go. Armia is probably gone. You know? Pazzetta's gone. And they're going to try to free up some space so that they can make money off of assets. Like, you know, whether or not Owen Beck can do something, whether or not, I don't know. Gosh. I'm sure Joshua Roy gets another shot, maybe. It depends on who does well at camp. You know, but they can't leave those. They can't leave those chips on the table. You know, they got to do something with them. So yeah, I don't think that they're going to do a whole lot. I wish they would. The only way you become a Habs fan is pop with a jersey on. Yeah. New Hook has the speed and ability to improve, but just can't finish. I know. How does this go? I used to share this fun, I don't know if you call it an anecdote, but New Hook would be Connor McDavid if he just had shot selection and better hands. Just and better defensive abilities as well. I mean, you know, all the really important stuff. Granlund? Yeah, Granlund. Granlund's somebody that could grow with the team a little bit. No, not Pex and Mario Armia, no. Line A to the fourth line. Line A has got to put up. This season, there's never been a more important season for Patrick Laine. He doesn't have to show that he can still compete with Austin Matthews in terms of like his Calder race with Matthews. But he needs to do something. Like, he needs to show that he can bring more to the table than shooting the puck on the power play from the left circle. He's got to do something. I cringe. I grit my teeth every time I see Patrick Laine in the defensive end when the opposing team has had more than 30 seconds on that side of the ice. He doesn't do any work. It drives me nuts. But I want to see him succeed so bad. And I really think he could. He just needs to... I don't know what he needs. Maybe he's just, you know, maybe he's just done. He got by on... He has good puck handling skills. He defends the puck well, but he gets caught a lot. I don't know, man. It's a frustrating point for me because, and I'm sure a lot of other people, it would have been such a success story if he just worked out a little bit better, and he did do a lot for the Montreal Canadiens last season. If you think of all the power play goals that he got during that like pivotal time, where I'm sure that more than some of those were game-winning goals. Like, he was an important part of the team. It's just you're getting paid the most on the team to... Oh, man, I'm in trouble. He doesn't do enough. He just doesn't do enough. Let's just say that. You got to do more. You got to do a lot more. What is Laine lacking is he doesn't generate enough plays. Which isn't completely his fault. The second line is severely lacking a 2C. He needs to be playing with a very strong player. And then you unlock some of his stronger abilities, like his shooting, shot selection. But defensively, he's miserable, I feel. Sometimes it seems like he's completely, like, disinterested in playing defense. Playing a full 82 games, yeah, we haven't seen that yet. I would imagine seeing Florian Xhekaj rise in a couple of seasons as a bottom 6C. He has been showing so much grit. It must just be the Xhekaj way. You know, nobody would ever expect to see either one of them, given their pedigree, do what either one of them are doing. I can't believe Florian made it as far as he has. If he has a good prospect camp, we could see him playing some preseason games. If he, oh man, what round is this? 20? Why are they up the? Am I just playing really poorly, or did they up the difficulty last patch? Yeah, we could see Florian play some preseason games and potentially get a shot this season. That would be wild. People are saying replacement for Pizzetta. He definitely could be like the 13th player. Wouldn't that be wild? I'd like to see more from Kapanen. I would like to see more from... Beck. Heineman's got to have a good year. He showed us a lot. Then he got that stupid car accident injury. Way above expectations. Are you kidding me? It's bonkers. I had to take that. Just want to go through here. Heineman showed a lot of good and then disappeared. Absolutely right. Hey, Josh. How's it going, buddy? Going back to Immortal's point, or excuse me, JP's point about Line not playing the full season. Yeah, he didn't even play the full season, and I'm being an awfully hard on him. You know, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Same thing with Doc. Let's see what they look like after a full season, really getting acclimated to the pace of the game again. Because you never know. I do get frustrated, though. And I think that that's somewhat valid. Oh, 30. Why did I think it was 25? I don't even have 25. Having siblings on the same team hasn't worked well for Montreal in the past. Didn't we have like our pick of pit licks at one point? Hit by a car, that will rattle his confidence, yeah. Great to see you. Thanks, man. Hard to give the benefit of the doubt when you saw Line A the last 2 games. Yeah, I know. He did not play like he was in the playoffs. And then he said that his injury, what was it? His finger? I mean, you can't be like, yeah, my finger hurts or whatever. Or I have a broken finger. And then you got Alex Carrier playing with a friggin', one of his legs is a matchstick. Oh, I thought for a second you couldn't climb there. That would have been bad. Gallagher playing with a broken rib. I don't know. I question his passion. But I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite because we just spent a bunch of time talking about how the Montreal fan base is too critical of the players sometimes. Yeah, so Florian and Arbor on the same team. I know that, like you said, we had our pick of the Picklicks and the Constantins and, gosh, who else? I think there's more. But sometimes what it does is, they compete with each other, right? I don't know how much Arbor likes to compete with his brother, though, saying that now, because I remember him saying that Florian is even better than he is and that he deserves a chance. Kind of like how the Hughes brothers talk about Luke, which I don't know has come into fruition necessarily. I hear the Richards were okay. Finger doesn't stop you from skating, yeah. We will likely end up with quite a few natural centers coming up from the bottom. Beck, Florian, Newhook, Captain, and Jake. Yeah. So, how long's Jake's contract again? Was it 3 years? $3 doesn't, at this point, he's on such a good contract that if we felt like he was jamming up the system, they could easily find him someplace to go at deadline. Although I would hate that. I really, really like Jake Evans. But if he's going to make us money and it makes sense, then I'm sorry, man. That's what's gotta happen. When does the mistake. Yeah, I know. He loves being there, it's obvious. Anything they touch turned to gold. True. At least with the Jacques guys, one is in defense, the other is forward. Yeah, so they're not competing against each other necessarily. They would be competing kind of like in unison. It's 4 years. Evan, yeah. Okay. Well, 4 years. I mean, get up there. Did I get it? That got it, right? Bodies should be falling from the sky. Yeah, I got it. I'm going to extract here soon so we can play some Warzone. You guys can help me. Because I have really bad eyes and I miss enemies all the time. And if I'm playing single player Warzone, then I'll need your help. Oh my gosh, man. Getting hairy. upgrade this anymore? I'm at 30. Oh, yeah, I'm at 30. Let's go. Got all these things here now, too. Is there anything good? Money. Ooh, it's pink. Devo. I forgot to talk about Devo. He's going to be oddly very hard to replace because his face-off percentage, right? Is anybody trending really? You bring up a good point, Joe. Do we have a prospect that is trending really high with their face-off percentages? I don't even know. Bad puppy. Oh, bad puppy. Haha. What did he drop? I don't care. I don't care what he dropped. Maybe I do care what he dropped. Let's go see. This may be a hot take, but I think we need to trade Matheson somewhere between now and the next trade. If we were to trade, the thing is, okay. And like I said earlier, I am a big Matheson supporter. But we need a right-handed defensive style defenseman. Matheson's spot has been taken. He does have good defensive sensibilities. It's just we need better on our top pairing. And I would prefer to see a heavy right-handed D paired with Lane Hudson on the top line. And that's going to be Caden Goalie. Or, I mean, what am I talking about? What I'm trying to get at is if we traded Matheson, it would have to be for a right-handed D with a lot of defensive sensibilities, because there's already a logjam in our defense, and there's definitely an argument to be made about letting go of Matheson. It would have to be what am I doing stopping here? Maybe something at trade deadline or something like that, but I don't see it happening. We need somebody with tenure as well, to be giving the veteran a veteran punch to the young prospects that are coming in, and it can't all just be on Carrier. What else we got here going on? Trade Matheson for what? He's first line defense. Yeah. I'm unsure of what would happen there. I remember mid-season that everybody mentioned Devo was to leave. Beck, yeah, I know. Beck was great in juniors on face-offs. Don't know about Laval. Yeah, and why? What gets me with Beck is they're like, okay, we gave him his shot. He showed in a lot of games he was having strong touches. You're showing a high level of compete. Remember that goal that he generated where he took a big check on the boards. He gave a big check. He got the puck back. He put it in front, and I think it was like Devo or somebody that put it in. But that time, he was playing a wing. He was playing on the wings to Devo or something like that, or maybe it was Evans. Like they got to give Beck a shot playing center to see what he's really all about, I think. Someone else that doesn't really get talked about a whole lot is, oh my gosh, almost died there, is Sean Farrell. Sean Farrell came back this season. He was looking not so great at the start of the season, but he definitely deserves a shot after what he was able to do. Oh, this is the big guy. There, he's all, I think that's it. I think I can extract now. Yeah. There we go. But he's small. Or he's smaller, right? Sean Farrell? I prefer Lane on second line defense so he doesn't get played against top offensive teams from the other team. I know. Main needs for the Habs are 2C and right-handed D. Yep, 100%. If Reinbacher, I don't know what Reinbacher has to do. I don't know if he can penetrate the lineup at all this season. I would love if they developed him in the NHL and he was able to hang. That would be incredible. There's our right-handed defenseman. But I'm saying if we have the money and we can do it just for 1 or 2 seasons as a bridge and to incorporate those younger guys, not to jam anything up, to somehow figure out ways to move them. And I haven't thought about it enough, to move those young prospects in with a veteran right-hand D. Or a veteran left-hand D, I guess, if they're going to play opposite of each other. Actually, I don't even know how that friggin' works. And then somebody to fill in for 2C for just, 2-3 seasons. The window is open for the playoffs. Get them cheap help on the off season. If at deadline they didn't perform, sell. If at the deadline they did perform, get some help. Maybe those prospects who we've been developing during the season, maybe they get moved out and the help comes in for the playoffs. And then during playoffs, whatever, maybe a black ace comes in. Maybe those prospects that played during the season that showed some signs, maybe they come in, There's something there. I haven't thought about it enough to really figure it out, but I think that's the play. Arbor-Xhekaj, Owen Beck, Carey Price, Nick Suzuki. He's gonna give away some cards tonight. Lane Hudson, Mayu, Caden Goalie. This is a cool one. Caden Goalie Ice Crystal card. Beginning of the season, he was versus top offensive line and was miserable. They moved him away, and he won the Calder. Main needs for the Habs are 2C and right-handed D. Maybe. Difficult to replace due to face-off percentage. All right, we're going to play a round of Warzone here. What's my loadout going to be? Does anybody play this game? Does anybody have any recommendations? We could do Amax, C9, Jackal. I like to run the Amax with the HDR. Let's do that. Oh man, did they take away? They took away solos? Resurgent solos. Let's try this. And I wonder what happens with the goaltending. Is Beck was 54% on playoffs or face-offs in 12. Oh, that's his NHL percentage? Oh my gosh. Then he could be part of the chemistry, a chemistry role. Man, what's the penalty kill going to look like this season? %. That's very encouraging. I like Beck. I really like that goal that he generated, that one really good one. When is Fowler coming up? Probably not this season. Hey, when's the next Laval game? Isn't the next one do or die? And they're obviously starting Fowler. Yeah, so Dobesh, Montembeault, Fowler, Primo, and Hughes. Didn't Hughes take a contract in the Euros? Hughes was pretty good too. It's crazy. Crazy that we had like 5 decent goaltenders in the system. Oh, man. Montembeault, Dobesh combination looking good at present. Yeah, I think that's going to be... It'll be good until it's not good, you know? Dobesh won his seat. We might be able to get Ottinger now. Yeah, no kidding. Jeez. Poor Ottinger. Did you see his... he had an interview with the press. And he's like, you know, obviously you don't feel good about something like that. It's embarrassing. What else did he say? Feel bad for him. He's such a good goaltender. I can't believe that DeBoer did that. Like, obviously it was like a... Like, I can understand if he did it and he did it right. He did it the wrong way, you know? Like, it seemed like a panic move of him. The way that he did it. Yeah, let's go to this place that I've never been before and I don't know what to expect. A shotgun? No, thank you, please. This kilo looks like it could be okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, dang it. Who threw the smoke? Kind of liked what I had. I wonder if I could get it back. Oops. I said no to the shotgun earlier. And I should have said no to it again. Hey, that's it? I thought... Oh, I don't know how this game works. I thought Resurgence, you get revived over and over again until like a certain part of the game. I just play again. There we go. I don't think Primo is a Habs at the end of next season. I don't think Primo is a Habs at the end of next season. Like he's... You think he could be dealt? Or you just don't think that he'll be playing with the big team? We're going to have that goalie problem. Yeah, we're going to have a goalie problem again, like with Allen and Primo, and it's going to be a rotating chairs, or it's a musical chairs type scenario. Yeah, if Dobesh like starts playing like Primo did last season, I could see Primo getting another chance again. It's just history repeats itself. Traded. I respect Auditor, just not the goalie we need. We now starting to have a goalie logjam. Yep. You are right. I think Fowler is what you hope for the future, but Montembeault has proven that he can play in big games, and that he can really shut the door if he's completely locked in. Like he had spurts this season, and I think he finished like very close. I'm going to bring this up. I shouldn't, because I'm trying to play this game, but NHL stats. I'm going to look specifically at the goaltending leaders. For goals against average, Montembeault was 9th in the league. So say what you will about whether or not he's a true starting goaltender. He's better than more than half of the starting goaltenders in the league. So does that mean you need a better goaltender? I don't think so. And does Montreal have the best defense in the league? I don't think so. So they have improvements in other places that they should worry about rather than their goaltending. I'm not the biggest Montembeault believer in the world, but I don't think that he's a big thing that we should start thinking about. Do you think Montembeault is number one goalie on a winning team? Now that's probably, you probably got me right there. But do you think Stuart Skinner is a number one goaltender on a winning team? And look what he's doing. Maybe it's not all about who you got in net. I think that the goalie position, although one that I respect a lot, and I know that it's a very difficult position to play, is a position that, oh my God, COD timing. I can't believe I survived that. Is this the new gun? Yeah, I don't think that the role, even if it is such a unique role. Ooh, what the heck? It's just on the wall like that? How did I not get him? This gun must have been stronger than mine. I see your Schwartz is as long as mine. Too many games can be a problem. Yeah. Monte played too much this year. Better when rested. I just think that he is as good, if not better, than Stuart Skinner. And Skinner, you see how he plays sometimes. Like a man possessed. Either plays amazingly or awful, so. Oh, that's not the way I wanted to go. Oh man, I'm having rotten luck. What's this thing? Fang. Oh, that's slow fire rate, man. Is it powerful? I don't like to just sit in a place. Auto mod. Oh, this isn't any good either. This weapon bites. There we go. I didn't even armor. I want to say that there's somebody across the way there, but I'm not sure. This is a big house. Oh. Give me that. Go, go, go. Holy frig. How did he even hit me? That was not what happened on my screen. He came in like a bolt of lightning. On his screen, it looked like he was going at a snail's pace. This game has some problems with latency, I think. Not so fast, sir. This weapon has no ammo? Why do you start me with no ammo? Yeah, he gets a shutout or allows 5 goals. It's not, there's nowheres in between. Although we seen him crack the other day, he bended, he did not break. Some weird music. Wow, I'm having no luck. You're fighting Rambo, raining bullets on him, but nothing on his city. Yeah, no kidding. It's good. I'm making a circle around his body with bullets. Yeah, I think that we, as a fan base, if we want to like talk academically about the Montreal Canadiens, it's got to be about what they're going to do with their second C and with finding another right-handed D. Is it just putting Reinbacher up with Arbor and letting him find his pace in the NHL? If Reinbacher gets injured one more time, I think I'm going to scream. Anybody else feel that way, or is it just me? Can I get some commiseration from you guys? That's got to be the biggest worry with Reinbacher, right? Like if he has that pedigree, okay, he had a bad season across the pond. He's showing some signs of genius in Laval. He probably deserves some more time in the oven there. But man, if he gets injured, if it's his knee, I really hope Goalie doesn't get injured this season as well. Can you imagine, like, Goalie? Yeah, even worse than Goalie would be if Hudson got injured this season, but. Get out of here. No, I'm fighting this guy. Somebody shoot this guy. Why are you shooting me? Yeah, I think if Hudson gets injured this year, I'd cry. If Reinbacher gets injured this year, I'd scream. If Goalie gets injured this year, I'd punch the wall. And if any of our defensemen get injured at all. Like we're gonna be Engstrom, you're up. Mayu, you're up. You know, some of that stuff scares me a little bit. I'm gonna go. Oh man, I went to the wrong place. I guess I'm gonna go over here. And I didn't get a gun. That's great. Here we go. There's somebody here, isn't there? Thought I heard somebody. Is it? Can I drive this vehicle? I can. It's the one that almost killed me in the practice. What a weird looking thing. There's a guy over there. That's not the gun you want.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Where is he?
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Where's he? I can hear him. Oh, got him. Got him.
Hostile UAV in the area.
I swear there's a guy over here somewhere. Oh, I seen him. Did you see him? Can I float all the way over there? I can. Oh. I wanted to slide. Keep them wrapped up during off season. No kidding. I hope somebody doesn't get injured preseason. That would be probably the worst. And I realize I'm just jinxing all these things by even committing it to putting out in the universe. What is this? Shrouded. Jeez, what the heck? I started shooting him first and I was shooting him in the head and he almost melted me. What is this game? Where the heck? Ugh. Game's frustrating. How much money do I have? I don't have anywhere close enough to buy a loadout. I don't want to go to the same place because it seems like they got my number over there. This doesn't look like a place I want to be either. This game is so like, you have to like, just keep moving and thinking so fast.
Enemy UAV is online.
And make sure you don't get a shotgun or a... Oh! Like, I didn't hear him. Oh, it's because he was playing like a rat. Stop foreshadowing. Oh, come on, man. Where is he? No. Get. Ah! Look both ways before crossing the street. Yeah, I just hope that they surprise us at the start of the season. Like, I hope that it's a gritty start to the season. And that they, with Nick Suzuki and some young players on the team that are showing a high level of compete, I think that this is, the chemistry of the team could be exactly what's needed for the winning scenario, like to create a winning combination. Hey, by the way, guys, if you're interested or if you'd like to help me out, it's a free way for you guys to help me out. I have been posting shorts, like very short videos on Facebook. It doesn't really have like the Whiskeylung brand. Like, I'm not talking in a lot of the videos. It's just short videos of big clips of from the night before or from the game, whatever big hockey news that's happening at the moment, at any moment. Is this louder? Oh, I cranked it up in my ears. And I'm finding some success with it. And it could be another revenue stream for me. So I really encourage you that if you're interested, find me on Facebook. It's Whiskeylung on Facebook. And yeah, check it out. Follow me. There's some stuff that I don't post on Facebook. I usually, or on YouTube. I usually upload my video on YouTube. I take a snippet of that video where I've already described it on YouTube. It's not like you're getting like super unique content over there, but you're getting short clips. I had 500,000 views on one of my videos recently, and I'm still not monetized over there. I don't know what you got to do to become monetized, but apparently they compensate really well. So if the community can get another revenue stream coming in. Where's the guy? There's another guy somewhere. Ouch. Get over here. Must be door right here. Yep. Unlock with ID badge. Sucker. Shouldn't have picked up a shotgun. That was your first mistake. Oh! What? Where the heck did he come from? And he was right by the mine. He literally went on the mine. What the heck? Thank you, Joe. I really appreciate that. He walked over my mine and it didn't explode. What is this game? Is this game like rigged depending on... This game must be rigged. I feel like I'm getting the worst luck. Yeah, that really helps you out, Joe. Thank you so much. I really want to get the... I think I kind of buried this, but I really want to get the t-shirts for our merch up and running. It's going to cost a lot more than what I thought, and I want to keep prices down. So I think that what I'm going to have to do... Oh, yeah, no problem, for sure. I think what I'm going to have to do is when the season starts next year, ride the wave of excitement that a season is starting. The t-shirt is going to be a Montreal Canadiens focused t-shirt. Of course, I can't secure licensing from Montreal, so there's not going to be any logos or anything like that, but I can use kind of like the likeness of certain players. I've drawn them myself. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. And yeah, it just I secured somebody that is able to produce the t-shirts at a price that I'm comfortable with. It's just that I can't. What the heck? What's this? I asked to play another game. Bro. It's just I don't think it's the right time to like buy, $6,000 of t-shirts right now. I'm not rich. I don't have a lot of money. But if I started making more money, it'd be way easier to justify. Although I will do it in the 2025-2026 season. I start to see like a return on investment at like, I can't remember how many t-shirts, but it's not that much. Like, it's not a huge risk for me. And I could keep the prices fairly low, although it's higher. Like I'm securing made in Canada t-shirts, 100% cotton, or better. There's other materials you could purchase. But they're going to be really nice shirts, and I'm hoping the design looks really nice on the shirt. I'm going to have them make a shirt for me, and I'm going to wear it on stream and see what you guys think about it. If people don't like it, then I'm probably not going to do an order of it, but I'm thinking people are going to like it because I see the other merchandise I'm not shitting on the other streamers, or I'm not shitting on other content creators who create merchandise for Habs material, but I see what other creators are making, and I think what I have is objectively a lot better than anything else that is being sold. So as long as other creators are actually selling stuff and they're not just like buying it through a drop system that they don't have no risk for, then I think I'm fine. Here, I was talking about the store and how expensive some of this stuff is. Like, look at this. Okay, this is just the skin of one of the characters. It isn't even cool. 2,400 points. How much does that equal? 2,400. That's 2,429. Is that American, or is that USD or CAD? But basically like $30 for this, and you'll never see it. You'll see it when it's when your skin is, when you're dead and you're laying on the ground. And then other like weapon camos, like, and this stuff that whatever. So it's just ridiculous how much money they're making from this game. And you have to buy the game too. Like I have a Game Pass or whatever. So I didn't buy it necessarily, but I have to pay for that subscription service. Hey, I wanted to mention another cool thing. Why does it show a crown next to some of y'all's names? Community leaderboard. Oh, cool. Jonathan, you're number 1 on the leaderboard. Billy, you're number 2. Joe, you're number 3. I don't know why you're on the leaderboard per se, but per se. Yeah, I want to say another cool thing is I've been watching my diet recently, guys. I'm down 15, almost 15 pounds. That's like, I'm not huge, but I was tipping the scale. I'm not a tall guy. I'm only 6'3", and I was tilting the scales at like over 200 pounds, and I've never been that heavy my whole life. I was, for a long time, I hovered around like 170, 175. So I'm really excited about that. Can you not put me into a game? What's going on here? And I'm not like super like focused on like a weight loss journey or nothing like that, but just, not having a big, huge coffee with a ton of cream and sugar in the morning, and then another one like half an hour later, and then maybe another one during the afternoon, and then, having a huge lunch and a huge dinner, and then bacon and eggs at breakfast. Like, I'm not doing all that anymore. Thank you, Joe. Just trying to be a little bit conscientious because, I want to, my son is like, he's like 5.5 now. So I want to be, the dad that can, run around with him, play with him, do sports and stuff. Immortal. Stupid thing that I learned: eat 10% less of everything. You'll lose weight slowly, little effort, a bit of willpower. Yeah, exactly. It's all about portioning. I did go see a dietitian because my cholesterol was high. And when I saw the dietitian, I told her, I was like, I'll do anything to lose weight except for eat differently and exercise. And she said that you have to choose one of those things. So yeah, I made it about maybe making better choices with my eating. I told her that I ate bacon almost every morning, which was true. She's like, her eyeballs basically fell out of her head. She's like, you shouldn't do that. That's not very healthy. And I said, well, that's not true. I don't eat I don't eat bacon all the time. Sometimes it's sausage. And she said, that's not better. Anyway. Sometimes you're doing things that are wrong in your life. And you just keep doing them. And you're like, well, maybe it works for me. Because I was having a fatty breakfast for like 5 years. Basically. Bacon, eggs, hash browns, almost like every day. Sometimes pancakes. Pancakes is like a dessert at breakfast. But I knew that's not a good way to eat every day for breakfast. But sometimes I wasn't eating lunch. So I justified it by saying, hey, I'm getting a lot of protein and stuff at breakfast, so I don't have to get it at lunch. But that was not a healthy way to think about it. Come to find out. Just give me something. All right. I don't know what this weapon is, but I'm going to pretend like it's good. There's somebody like moving around like a demon. I can hear them. There's one. Uh-oh. Dang it. That was cool. I lost 10 kg in 10 months, then crashed, and it's all back on again. Half already back on, so I'll be going to exercise specialist. Lost weight due to eating, but unable to exercise due to back issues. Ooh, back issues, like legit, like really bad back issues. I was in a car accident and I split my tibia. Oh geez. Oh geez. Cluster strike? That's not good. Go all the way down. Just get all the way down here. Oh, that's not good either.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Give me a good weapon. What was I saying? Something about my knee. I got a crappy knee. A real bad one. A terrible knee. The worst. This one looks good. This gun looks good. Do I take that bait? Let's go. Somebody over here. Maybe not. Let's take this thing. Definitely somebody up here. Ah, so close. Ah, two people shooting me. Arthritis, stenosis, lordosis, sciatica. I know one of those things. Yeah, sciatica. I don't know if like what I have is technically considered that, but when you get lower back pain, man, like you shouldn't. I don't know. That's like I can't even work type thing. I can't be. Ooh, God, I'm not in the zone. How do I get up here? How do I get up here? Does anybody know? Oh. I'm screwed, aren't I? Don't see me. Don't see me. Okay, I have one armor. Oh, shoot. I gotta hit that shot. That was bad. I need armor. Give me armor. There's another guy here, isn't there? No? There's a guy somewhere. I see him. I see his red dot. I'm panicking. Don't panic. I'm going to lose my job. I'm scared. I'm scared. I feel like I should reload this, even though realistically I don't know what that's going to do. I've made the top 25. Look at that.
Enemy dropping into the AO. You've got gas moving in.
Come this way, buddy. Come on. Do I still get to... Oh, yes! I'll read that in a second. Dang it. This game requires a lot more of my thinking power than what I thought. Should have just stuck to zombies. Where can I go that's not going to get me killed here? Isn't there... Yeah, there's like a little crevice down here.
Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
You serious?
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV is online.
Dang it. Do I get to come back in?
Resurgence
I do.
about to end. Make it count. Stand by for redeployment.
How many people are left? What did I see? I think the writing's on the wall for this one, though, unfortunately. I don't have great guns.
Gas is inbound.
Here's somebody over here. I don't see him. He's probably down inside.
Enemy UAV overhead. Precision airstrike standing by. Target marked. Send it. Copy that. Longbow 3-1 is on station. Strike inbound. Fire sales over. Adjusting
I got him.
flash. Good kill.
What's this guy?
How'd you feel?
Why was he just standing there? His mom was probably telling him to get off the dang Nintendo.
Be advised, resurgence is no longer active. This is for keeps.
There's got to be someone over here, right?
Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh,
Loading new mag. Nine left. Keep the pressure on.
there's another guy over here? Where? Gosh, there's a guy over there. Oh,
You're losing ground. Moving.
no, what?
You were 1 of 10 remaining. Not bad. Valiant effort. Keep your head up and
All wear and tear. Lordosis is where the lower spine is bent towards the and stenosis is where bone spur pushes into a nerve. Oh, God. That's brutal. Why do I don't understand. Why do we if humans are meant to live for like a certain amount of time, why do we break down so bad? It's funny that I'm only 40 years old. Like, that's not old, right? But there's like throughout your life, like you're like, oh, you know, this is the new pinnacle. This is the new thing that I have to have a problem dealing with now is when I wake up in the morning. Wait, what does it start off with? I think it starts off with like your hangovers are worse or something like that. Or when you get sick, you get really sick. And then you start to have like weird quirks like, oh, my allergies have gotten worse. And then Or like my knee makes like a clicking noise. When I bent over and I got up really quick, my back hurt. And then like in your 30s, you're like, oh, okay, like I'm starting to feel like some soreness in my back. And then as you get a little bit older, you're like, dang, like one day last year, I couldn't get out of bed because my back was completely destroyed. Like I was ruined for a whole day. And I just feel like the older you get and as things progress, you're going to be like, well, there was 3 days last year I couldn't get out of bed because I was screwed up. And then the year after that, you're like, well, there was 4 this year. And it just keeps getting worse and worse. I hope it's not that way, but I feel like I'm kind of careening towards something like that. Yeah, but I'm sorry to hear that, Joe. Definitely rough. I'm getting hungry. I only ate once today because I was in bed like most of the day. 50 in a couple of weeks, my bones hurt in the winter now. My body doesn't work but my mind works too well. Be thinking too much. I saw someone post a really interesting video the other day, and it was directed towards parents, and it's talking about intrusive thoughts. And the husband or the father was talking about how he was worried. He over worries about things that have a very low incidence of or potentiality of happening, like dropping his baby when he's carrying his baby, or accidentally playing with the baby and rolling over and rolling over the baby and hurting the baby or something like that. And it's weird how our brains, and it's normal, I should say this, it's weird how our brains work in that way, that we overthink things and we think too much, because it does nothing good for you. You know, some people who worry too much, I'm not really that type of person that worries too much, but there are definitely people out there that worry too much, and they worry themselves into a state of like, you're paralyzed with fear of, I don't know, it could be, I don't want to go on vacation in this country because, 14 years ago there was an American couple or something that got kidnapped there or something like that. Or just people who have, what's it called when you hypochondriac, when you think that you might have a disease or something medical and you don't actually have it, you just worry yourself into a state that you think you do have it. I was happy to find out that all of that is very common. And if anything, it's probably just a sign of your intelligence and that you're constantly thinking, your brain is turned on. So I try to rationalize and tell myself not to think that way, but sometimes it's hard. A while ago, I bring Liam to school in the morning. Are you kidding me? How many shots does that could take? Oh my gosh, that guy had some moves. I dropped Liam off at school in the morning, and this was several months ago. I dropped him off, and I stay and I watch him play on the playground until the bell rings and they're called in, and it's cute watching all the kids play It's cute watching Liam interact with other kids. And he lines up around the corner of the school with his class, and they wait their turn to go in after like the little kids go in and then his class goes in or whatever. Anyway, I waited for him and I didn't see him go in. And I panicked and I called the school and they were like, yeah, he's in his class. Like, you must have just missed him. I guess I was preoccupied not looking when his class went in, but I felt like he didn't go in to the school. I don't know what I did there. But yeah, I really worried myself into a state of panic. I didn't hear that guy either. What the heck? He jumped straight into the building. Should have been able to hear him. I'm going to try going in here. Definitely saw a guy on top of the building there. Oh, what the heck is this? It's a weapon with all slots filled out? It's a sniper rifle. Don't know how useful this is going to come in handy. Unless there's somebody over on that sub. Is that a guy right there? No. It's lunchtime there? Where are you?
Requesting recon above. Enemy UAV is online.
I wonder if this gun's any good.
That's right.
Ooh.
Priority tasking request received. UAV exiting AO.
I don't think I got that other kill.
Switching mags.
You're in Australia? Cool. I've always wanted to go to Australia. Ever since that Simpsons episode. $500 reduce? I'm going to get killed here, aren't I? I think he's upstairs. Oh my God, I was looking at him that whole time. I can't believe I survived.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Oh no.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
I thought my luck couldn't last forever. I thought that guy had my number, but I managed. Maybe I just have to play on like the outside of the circle. There's a guy right by me. Oh. Jeez, man. Yeah, where's my loadout? Oh, it's over there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it over there.
UAV in the area.
Should probably still try for it though, right? That's where I get my good guns. there a guy above me?
Enemies rearming.
There's a guy somewhere right around here. Super scared. There's a helicopter here. That's probably like a bullet magnet though, right? Where's that cool sniper rifle? Somebody around here.
Gas is inbound.
They're below me. Can I get eyes on them somehow? I don't think so. Oh. Where? Where is he? I see his footprints. Should I jump down? Oh. I think I have no choice but to jump down now. See, that's what I don't understand. Let's see where they shot me. Felt like I was shooting them first. I was shooting them first, and I was shooting them like in their stomach area, which is what they did. How much money do I got? Can I go to buy station? Down here, maybe? Where is it?
You've got time for another bounty. Get it done.
It's got to be down here, right? Where is it?
Get ready. Resurgence window is about to close.
Where's this stinking buy station? Oh, here we go. Self-revive. I can't buy a loadout. Oh, it's too expensive. Let's use this UAV, see if anybody's nearby. There isn't. What else could I buy? Cluster strike? Let's buy one of these. I think cluster strikes suck. Oh, there's money here. I might have been able to. How come I didn't hear him? Oh, he's using the. That makes noise? How come I couldn't hear that noise? I would like to know what strings you use because mine are starting to get old and I don't know which ones to get. I just buy whatever Daddario strings are on sale. Like, I'm not really super concerned about strings. But what are we talking about? Electric? Acoustic? Electric, I like to go with a really light skin. Somebody zooming in on me. Again, it felt like I was shooting him more than he was shooting me. And then with acoustic, whatever. Yeah, low gauge electric guitar strings. But I play like a lot of metal, so It depends on what kind of music you play. I'm gonna go get some more water, and in the meantime, I'm gonna run an ad because apparently this generates revenue. So I'll be right back, guys.
Use this time for some target practice. The real thing's coming soon.
What the heck is this comment? Old Hab. No, he didn't. Lol, he wouldn't even look at him or handshake him when he came back onto the ice.
Now you deploy to the war zone.
Pulling gold is time-honored way trying to get your teams going. Oh, Old Hab. I hate that. I hate when I see... I don't know if we're back from the ad right now. We are. How can I tell? I hate when I see people beefing in my YouTube comments, and it's like one of you guys, you know, like one of the hardcore awesome fans, and everybody's like piling up on them. I think one of my more active community members, Old Hab, is jeez is getting in a little bit of a argument with somebody, and he was just making a funny comment. I hate that. I don't like that. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this.
Head to the buy station before time runs out to get a discounted item.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that, bro.
UAV overhead. Enemy UAV is online.
Definitely not now.
You're getting another chance. Weapons free.
Oh, now I can do it, actually.
Contract complete. You've earned a discount.
Yeah, if anybody's ever... The thing is, people arguing with you in YouTube comments or online in general, never feed into it. The heck was that noise?
In the area.
Somebody on this ship? Yeah, never feed into it. People like to act all macho and stuff in the comments.
Enemy UAV is online. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
The most I'll ever say is like, dude, do better. You're being kind of a jerk right now. Sometimes it can like redirect the anger. Lots of money now. It shows that there's a guy like right next to me. I don't see him.
Enemy UAV overhead.
What is that icon of the two guns or whatever?
Enemy deployed an advanced UAV.
Looks like there's like a
Loadout drop headed your way.
some treasures over there or something.
Switching max. Enemy soldier incoming.
Man, I'm peppering this guy.
Hostile airstrike incoming. Lost man. 25 are left. Stay sharp out there.
Did he revive? Did he revive in the water? Can't play it up in the armor though, right?
Under fire. Hostile using assault pack. Final mag.
I'm in not a great place.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Hostile UAV in the area.
I didn't know that you could just,
Got gas moving.
chill out underwater like this. Where is he? Oh, what? It was showing that I was getting shot the other direction. Was it two guys? Oh, it was two attackers. Okay. Do I play NHL 25? I do, or I have, and I don't understand it. I do not understand that game whatsoever. It feels like it's almost like the anti-game. Like it feels like it's purposely obtuse in the way that it doesn't feel natural and it doesn't feel it doesn't feel like a game.
You were 1 of 25 remaining.
Do you know what I mean? Are you any good at it?
Get 'em back.
It just doesn't feel like I want to press a button and I'll shoot. No, you can't do that. You have to like aim your shot and then like screw around with the analog stick and then shoot. Am I wrong? Game feels like so stiff and rigid and unforgiving and unfun. It's probably something you just have to pour hours and hours of time into, and then you get some satisfaction out of being able to like dominate or feel good playing the game. I have such a hard time with it. But mind you, I've only played like maybe an hour of it. Also, I chose the like most difficult level of difficulty because I feel like I'm pretty good at playing most video games, but maybe not. Maybe that was a bad choice. New message. Do you play, Josh? Excuse me.
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by. Enemy dropping.
I like it, but I don't play a lot. Also, I don't play online. Just be a pro in franchise mode. I gotta check it out again. I mean, obviously that would be the natural thing to play when I'm like streaming and talking about hockey, obviously. I see a lot of creators. What is the most complicated game you played? Not a gamer. Complicated? Oof. I feel like the Dark Souls games are pretty complicated in terms of like playing like technically, but there's like games that are not skill based necessarily and more that you use your brain to play them. I guess those would probably qualify to what you're thinking of. I used to love playing Hearthstone, but haven't played in years. How can there be so many people playing in this match, but I don't see any of them? Am I blind? Like, you have a hard time seeing? I thought this was a sniper rifle. How did I not hit him? Oh my gosh, man.
Enemy UAV is online.
Hey, kill's a kill. Panicked a little bit there. Tiny bit. thought I saw somebody. Oh, jeepers creepers! What? That scared the living bejeebus out of me. How did he... The sound of this game is messed up. It sounds like he's a floor above me. And then he's like right in my face. Somebody's trying to shoot me and I can't get down this hole. If I get a gunfight right now, I'm done because I don't have enough armor. There's a guy above me again. Or at least I think he's above me. That's that same guy. He's plaguing me.
Enemy soldier incoming.
It's probably him again.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Had to change weapons. Oh, man. Is there a guy over here? I thought I heard somebody.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Oh, my God. There's a guy. It's that same guy again. Is this you, Josh? Are you stream sniping me? I'm upset with you, Josh. I didn't think you would do that to me. I thought you were my friend. This game got me. I'm friggin' scared, dude. Jeez. Okay, I can't go that way because there's a guy watching. Of course. Did you see how fast that guy friggin' flew up there? What the heck? No way I'm tracking that. Now they're all in front of me. Gotta make it over here anyway, so I guess I'm going. I need cover. Where the heck do you get into cover? I have the wrong weapons to be in like a tight area like this too.
Gas is moving.
Where did I shoot? Peek again. Go out, go look over there.
Only 25 remain.
Guy's passed away. Get up there. I think he knows I'm here. gonna play it slow. It's not me. Do a franchise mode. Canadians rebuild in the next stream. I should. Thought he would jump down here, but
Fire sale active.
what if
Prices
I...
have been
A
reduced.
bad idea to take this up? He's probably waiting for me. Where? I did not see him jump down.
Reloading. Hostile UAV in the area. Vulnerable buy station detected. Proceed to the buy station before time runs out to receive a discounted item. I'm here. Resurgence window is ending. Watch your six.
I could get this guy, maybe. Where is he? This window?
Enemy UAV is online. Gas is closing in. Under fire.
Where you at? Coming this way?
Fire sale's over. Adjusting prices.
I don't see him. Can you imagine, Josh? You were like stream sniping me,
Contract failed. You lost the objective.
causing me all this pain.
Resurgence is closed. No more second chances. Hostile UAV in the area.
I gotta start moving in the other direction here.
Gas is inbound.
It's gonna be a patient player jumping up from one of these spots, destroying me. Uh-oh.
It's down to 10. Win this thing. Only 10 were left.
I can't believe it. The amount of shots that I put on him.
Yourself off, regroup, and get back out there.
Yeah, Dark Souls is a difficult game to play. Yeah, but there's plenty of like non-high action, non-like super impulse play gameplay games that are difficult to play. Silvio, was that you? And yeah, it's fun stuff. So you might not be a gamer, Joe, but maybe there's a game out there that you'd really dig. I think I'd like, isn't this the dude from 24 days, 24, what's his name? Cillian Murphy? How far I got in this battle pass? Yeah, I think I'm going to bed too. Silvio. That was a fun stream, gaming stream. I figured I was going to play games anyway, so I might as well, you know, chill out with you guys. Plus, it's been a while, and I'm lonely because my family abandoned me. Yeah, I was looking at this earlier. Some of the names. Can I move it a little bit? For the UFAs, John Tavares, Ryan Donato's up there, Matt Duchene, Brock Nelson, Sam Bennett, Priya Suter, Brad Marchand, Granlund, Roslovic. Agent Claude Lemieux. Oh, it's eight. No, he's a different guy. Adam Gaudette. Adam Gaudette, really? Jeff Skinner. Oof. Jeff Skinner's stock has gone down, hasn't it? Claude Giroux. I think Claude Giroux is a sneaky buy. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to call it a night, guys. It is almost 1 o'clock here, so I figure, yeah, get to bed now. Feel okay in the morning. Hope you had a fun time hanging out, and probably do this again soon. But expect the video maybe tomorrow. I just don't know what it's going to be, what the topic's going to be. Maybe something Montreal Canadiens related. I could also put it like up a hype reel for the Oilers Panthers series, but I feel that might be better on Monday or Tuesday or something like that, closer to when the game starts on Wednesday night. Everybody watch. It's going to be a great series, and I think the Oilers win it if they continue being hot, if they can figure out a way to keep their offense going and get past the Florida defense. Okay, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Woo. Hope you had a good night, and I will see you tomorrow, perhaps. Maybe tomorrow or Monday.